ThekarmicDF.
What is up, besties? It is your girl, the Karmic DF, back to you again with another video. This time, I wanted to do how to turn anger into a force in which you become unstoppable. So if you enjoy these self-development videos or my page in general, please leave this a like, as it does really support my channel. Comment down below what you want to see in future videos so that I can make it happen for you. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All the links are down below. If you're looking for a tarot reading, links are down below. And as always, let's get into it. So I've already gone over in a couple of videos that in order to heal, you have to go through the stages of grief, because you are honoring the parts of yourself that you hadn't honored up until this point. So think about the child version of you, the teenage version of you, however old you are today. Think about all of those moments in your life up until now where you've made yourself feel insignificant to accommodate other people, whether that was, people telling you that you should be seen and not heard, whether that was people disrespecting you in relationships and you let it slide because you loved them, or maybe it was friendships where, I can't speak for men, but with women, people get very competitive and jealous instead of really loving. And, we have this claim of women should support women, but it's not always the case. So think about up until this moment, all of the times where you suppressed whatever was going on within you to make other people happy. Now, as I've talked about in other videos, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. That's a scientific fact. And so you have all of this accumulation of pains inside of you, sadness, anger, whatever the rest of the stages of grief are that I'm not going to cover in this video. But the main one we want to focus on here is the anger stage, because once you go through the sadness of, wow, I really let all of these, relationship is such an easy one, so I'm going to go with that. I let all of these people treat me like complete crap in the name of love. So yeah, that can come for family and friends too. But when you realize how many times you've done that to save a friendship, to save a love, to save whoever, to save whatever connection you thought was worth it. However you made yourself fit into a box to accommodate others. How you made yourself play small, speaking from experience, I didn't wear clothes like this for a real long time because girls don't like it when you feel confident. You know what I mean? And in relationships, I didn't speak my needs and I didn't assert my boundaries because I didn't want to lose them for fear of being abandoned. You know what I mean? So we need to understand that all of those suppressed emotions, they're going to come up as we begin to heal. But the anger phase in those stages of grief really help us, if we channel it correctly, to become unstoppable. Because once you release all the sadness attached to how you kind of let yourself down in these situations, you're going to get to this place of anger where you're like, I cannot believe I let this slide. I cannot believe I settled for less than I deserved. I cannot believe I thought this was normal. You're going to get to a place of like, how dare you, how dare they, fuck you, fuck them, fuck this, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to get a little crazy. It's all right. But when you get to that anger stage, that is prime energy to be able to channel, instead of being like, oh, I'm going to tell this person off, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind, I'm going to go after these people. No, what you're going to do is you're going to channel it into a burning fire inside of you to take back your own life. The reason that most people don't step into their power comes from an accumulation of factors we all kind of have in common, whether that's letting your needs come last to accommodate others. That's pretty common. Being silenced so often that you don't try to speak your own truth anymore, a bad relationship, a traumatic childhood. There's always a reason to play small, but maybe you're ready to ask for more because you know that you deserve more and you're tired of making yourself small to make everyone else comfortable. People are going to be incredibly uncomfortable as you shift, because remember, you're the one changing, not them. So looking at it that way can help you not to get so pissed off when they will inevitably bark back. You've always said yes, and now you're saying no. So they're either going to have to learn to adapt, or they can exit stage left, because you'll trigger the part in them that doesn't want to level up. Either outcome is fine so long as your intention is to be the best version of yourself. Let people be uncomfortable and don't take that personally, because the people who love you, they'll adjust to the new you. The people that matter will choose to re-meet this new version of you and cheer that version of you on, even if they can't do that leveling up for themselves. Trust in your intuition as you're stepping into that energy of demanding equality, because frankly, that should be a right, a given right. Even as a child, I never understood the notion of respect your elders, because a lot of the elders around me didn't make any effing sense. Because this suppression of authenticity has been happening for decades. You are flipping the script, flipping the narrative, and even when it gets hard, try to remember that people are seeing it, and some will even be inspired, even the mad ones. We all deserve to be truly seen. We all deserve to be treated with respect. We all deserve to be the best versions of ourselves without worrying about pushback just because someone else feels more comfortable maybe playing small. And by you choosing yourself, you are going to automatically shine a light on everyone else's inability to do so. So, hater, wish you well, but I got clientele. You know what I mean? Let it go off your shoulders. If you're not being outright mean to people, then let people be uncomfortable. Let them get angry. It says way more about them than it does you. The people that love you will adjust, and the people that don't will be the end of the chapter while you're headed to your new beginning. Maybe you need to hit the anger stage of grief before you can embody this, and that's totally fine. Go at your own pace. But speaking from my own experience, I first had to accept that more often than not, I was projected on by people that I loved and would assume had loved me back. And later on, in healing now, I now understand that they can only love me to the depth in which they love themselves. But when I got to that stage of, how dare you? When I realized how many people, whether friends, family, or especially romantic partners, saw that my kindness was something to exploit or use their insecurities, however they manifested, to intentionally hurt me or make me small, oh wow. The anger stage really made me open my eyes. And though I know I can't blame anyone because I control my life, I can still also honor that yes, a lot of people were selfish and some were downright cruel. When you realize it was never you, when you go from that people pleaser mentality to a person with boundaries and you really see what people are and have been doing to you, there's no unseeing that. It's like this power takes over you, like turning into the Hulk, for instance. All the years of making yourself small to accommodate everyone's triggers, everyone's needs gets frickin' old. All the anger you suppressed and silenced to make everyone else uncomfortable or everyone else comfortable. It's always been there suppressed within you, but it can be channeled for your benefit now. With the world that we live in today, it's never been more apparent that tomorrow isn't promised. It's never been promised. So stop shrinking yourself to make everyone around you happy. Get angry. If you channel that correctly, you become unstoppable. When I faced the years of people that were so quick to discard me, quick to project, to assume, to belittle me, people that easily threw me to the side and abandoned me when the sadness phase was over, a fire got lit under my ass. And not in a vengeful way, but in a I'll be damned if I let anyone's small-mindedness stop me, stop my beliefs, stop my dreams, make me think I'm anything other than deserving. The anger set me free, free to choose myself. And now no one rides harder for me than I do. No one has my back like I do. When you feel that level of bond within yourself, sure, people can still hurt you, but you become unbreakable. The bounce back period is quicker because that fire is relit, and it will push you through any challenge so long as you continue to commit to the number one person in your life, which is you. Almost everything in your life reflects to you things that can be improved on, where you sleep on yourself. Things that inspire you or that you are drawn to are showing you what your potential is. I've said this in numerous videos, but I want you to adopt this phrase every time you're triggered. What is this telling me about myself? Don't give the power away to those people hurting you. You are the one in control. This person got rude because I asserted a boundary. What's this telling me about myself? Why am I upset by this? I've leveled up, so they can't reach me where I'm at. I'm triggering a part of them they feel that they can't necessarily tap into. And that's okay, because now we know they feel less than, which is sad, and we can feel empathy. People's projections almost always have nothing to do with us, and yet everything to do with their own limiting beliefs. And we have got to stop playing small to accommodate that. You're not alone. So many empathetic people go through this. Think about times you've been triggered. Was it honestly the person? Or if you sat with it for a little while, was it a reoccurring theme in your life? Whether that's diminishing your voice, your own needs, it's all connected. And when we can make it a consistent effort to use all of this information to go inward instead of letting outside factors affect us, that's when we truly step into our power. That's when we become unstoppable. I'm going to end this video like this. We have a choice. And I know that it's really easy, and coming from experience, it's really easy to blame the rest of the world. You know, the world's happening to me. Everybody's cruel to me. I have no choice. This is what's happening to me. And I get it. I lived that up until about 4 years ago. I get it. And I'm not faulting you for it. But if you're tired of that, if you want a life that really speaks to you, if you want to feel in control again, if you want to be happy, truly happy. I mean, there are so many people that I know that are like, Mindy, you're really that happy? All you do is like, you just sit outside and you color and you watch comedy movies, like little simple things. It's like, yeah, I don't need a lot for nothing, because I'm not running away from anything anymore. When something comes up for me, I look it dead in the eye and I go, what is this telling me about myself? Why am I upset about this, and how can I heal it? I don't let outside influences hurt me anymore. And even when they do, I go, I'm going to take this and I'm going to use it. So if I get a nasty comment on a YouTube video, I take it and I use it. I pause, I read it, I go, what does this tell me about myself? I want you guys to memorize that. What is this telling me about myself? Because you will notice that the trigger is never the person. It's something in your childhood that you have yet to deal with. And when we can finally let these things go, then we can step into our power, believe in ourselves, follow our dreams, and become the person that we're meant to be. We just have never been taught that. We've never been told that. We live in a system that is built on us playing small, in a society that has us playing small. And so it's really uncomfortable for us to get bigger, grow stronger, make ourselves more, take up more space in this world, because you're supposed to fit in. I mean, other than America, a lot of other places, people are very, very similar, right? And I'm not saying that from like a stereotypical point, but I'm just saying like America's the most like flexible in terms of like ethnicities and different walks of life all over. But you have to understand that through tribes as far back as the eye can see, you know what I mean? History and all that, we've been taught to conform, right? I mean, I don't know about y'all in school, but like back in my day, like, what was it? Abercrombie and Fitch was a big thing, and like I couldn't get into it, but it was like $40 for a gray t-shirt. Like, come on, y'all. We got to think about it. The system benefits from us playing small, and then that makes us get triggered when other people try to play big and get out of it. Well, what if we all played big to get out of it? What if we all embraced our uniqueness? What if we all loved ourselves for who we authentically were instead of blaming other people for the problem? That's the goal here, because it's completely within you and you have that choice to make, and you can totally do it. It's channeling that anger. It's understanding where it all came from. It's releasing the pain of the past and not blaming other people regardless of how bad they treated you, even if you did nothing wrong. It's nothing about that, because remember, tomorrow is never promised. So who do you want to be in this moment? Who do you want to be today? Own that and find a way to make it happen. And don't let anyone get in your way. We don't have tomorrow. We only have right now. What do you want your life to look like? And own that shit. Let people get uncomfortable. Let the ones that aren't actually cheering you on fall away. Because the people that love you will stick around. And the people that aren't meant to be in this next chapter of their life, or your life, just let it go. Because you deserve to enjoy your life. You deserve to stop settling. You deserve more. You deserve the best. So don't ever let anybody tell you otherwise. But I'm going to leave it at this. If you guys need a part 2, I don't really see why, but if you did need a part 2, let me know down in the comments, but let me know what you'd want me to focus on. But otherwise, I'm going to leave it at this because I know this was kind of deep and dense, and like maybe you guys might need to think it over, think about where you've come from, who you want to be. Maybe it's time to get a list out and be like, who do I want to be and what does that look like and what is stopping me and what do I need to heal in order to get there? And then just tunnel vision that shit because you deserve it. So I'm going to leave it at this. I love you guys so much. I believe in you. Thank you so much for supporting me and watching my videos. Thank you to my regulars. I love you guys so much. As always, if you enjoyed these, please leave it a like. It really does support my page. Comment down below what you guys want to see in future videos. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Links are all down below. If you want to book a private reading, links are all down below. And as always, I will see you guys in my next video, besties. Take care of yourselves and choose you. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye.
The Karmic DF.